see you here. My name is Leslie Coates, the chair of the theater department here at Butler. And I'm so grateful that you are here. My bedtime is about 30 minutes, so let yourself out. No, just kidding. So I'm really, really grateful to see you all here again for our second rendition of the Underground Theater Project. I just wanted to take a brief moment. I just wanted to take a minute and kind of just, again, talk about why we're doing this and where we get the material and who's partnering with us. And then I'll introduce you to our production manager and we'll get this row on the show. So I think we have enough seats here for enough late seating. I just want to make sure that we don't have people having to walk all the way through and to get to one and all that kind of stuff. So if you do have it open, I think we're okay. We got a half a dozen up there. And I think we're going to be good. So the Underground Theater Project was inspired by the idea that actors get better faster by acting, right? By doing the thing. We can talk about it, we can study it, we can theorize on it, but really the only way to get better is to do it. And so we were looking for creating opportunities for actors to get on stage and do stuff, right? And so we began brainstorming what we might want to do to kind of utilize and educate and all of those things. In partnership with our library, we subscribe to a database called the New Play Exchange. It is a database of over 440,000 plays by playwrights that have not been published yet. The plays have not been published. These are brand new works. They've not gone to any of the publishing houses. So they're still in production. They're still being kind of worked on. All of the playwrights have given us permission. We sent them a very modest fee. They were very gracious and wonderful working with us on that. We're going to send them a video of the work so they can see their work and work on it. And that's kind of part of the process of building theater, is you have to try it on its feet and see it. So we're kind of engaging in new play development remotely with these with playwrights from across the country through our library's database. And the library was incredible to work with us on that and provide that. So I have a great amount of appreciation for them. So that is what this is. We have a production manager, Michaela Willard-Lucia. This whole thing, with the exception of me coming in every once in a while and giving some notes, right, is student-driven, student-run, and student-managed. So I'm going to let Michaela take over, but she's going to tell you what we're doing, who is in it, and who the shows are by. But I'm going to add this. She's going to say it later. We are accepting a little bit of donation if you're up for it. And I mean, like 50 cents is fine. There's a little donation box back there. You put that in. That is going to our Delta Psi Omega fraternity. It's an academic fraternity for the theater company. Theater, it does all kinds of things. They do cool things socially, but this year we're actually taking a group of people to the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival, which is a chunk of money, and we're going to try and use some of that Delta Psi money to get some students there. So if you could help us out, we can do some extra cool stuff. And if you can't, it's fine. It's a free ticketed event, we promise. So with that, okay.
Thank you.
Hello there, I'm Michaela Willard-Lucia, like you said. So I first wanted to start off with our first show of the night. Our first show is Life on Mars by Trish Cole with Candace Weiler, Cindy McKay, and Kinsley Peterson. Enjoy.
But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through the sun.
Clear. Take it easy. The chains are hard to negotiate.
For you.
It's not necessary. Your commando attitude, the chains, the gun, the taser.
It's my job to do 3 things today. Keep you alive, keep you from escaping, keep you on that last penal transport to Mars. Now sit down.
Don't forget about the press interview.
Your celebrity status is not mission critical.
It's the last chance I'll ever have to set the story. to secure the immortality of my people.
3 things. Alive, secure, goodbye.
I'm leaving. I'm chained. And no one is going to kill me.
The term is assassinate. There's a bounty on your head. The last lesbian on Earth. And there are plenty of people who'd like a unicorn head mounted to their library wall.
Are you one of them?
Like I said, I have my orders. Nothing else matters.
Some things matter. Human things.
Hey, shut it. I don't care. Save it for the reporter.
Where is she?
I don't know.
Well, can you at least take these chains off for the interview?
No.
I'm not gonna run.
That's what they all say.
I want to go.
To Mars.
Yeah. It's where my people are.
Only because we put them there. Forcibly.
It's a land of purity and innocence. A land where...
What?
Where the sun sets red every night. Blood orange across the sky.
It's a penal colony.
It's a planet of all lesbians.
Genetic outlaws.
A beautiful planet.
A prison planet.
People like you know? I'm so over Earth.
Hey, if I had it my way, and if we had enough fuel, I'd send you to Pluto.
So you are one of them.
I told you. 3 things, nothing more, nothing less. I have my orders.
But do you believe? In your heart, where your humanness lives and breathes.
It doesn't matter what I believe.
I was born here.
A deviant.
Human. We have that in common, you know. We share that much.
You should have opted for genetic altering when you had your chance.
These lungs, right? They were made for air.
I thought you wanted to go.
I do.
Is that why they found you hiding under the floorboards of some Quakers farming syrup in Vermont? After 5 years on the run?
I like syrup. Not everything is about politics. My wife altered.
Jeez, you had a wife?
We married when it used to be legal. She was a teacher. Tall, auburn hair. Long-fingered, long toes. Long everything. She had this tiny scar on her left cheek.
What happened to her?
Like I said, she altered.
Freeze!
I'm the reporter. I have a security pass. It's around my neck.
Let me see it.
About time.
Your interviewee's due in the transport pod in about 10 minutes. And I think she's gonna hibernate with the jury.
Security was rather thorough. How much time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Hi, from the hourly troop, Jessica Mears. I'm the last living lesbian on Earth. I know. Shall we start? So, you think you were born this way? Can a genetic predisposition be a criminal act? What's your stance on infant DNA altering to restructure sexual orientation?
I want to answer something meaningful.
Meaningful.
These are my final 10 minutes on Earth. I'm about to board the last anything transport to Mars. I'm leaving home. This is it. I want human questions. Not lesbian, not politics. Just human. One Earthling to another.
I don't understand.
I'm never going to taste a lemon again. A lemon. Wrap your mind around that.
We're wasting valuable time.
It's always the same with these radical intergalactic lesbian fugitives.
Blueberries.
Can we have the room for 5 minutes? Some privacy may be more conducive to get the story here.
Absolutely not.
This interview's for the government archives. All I'm getting here is fruit.
She's a shy little unicorn. Take a corner.
Christ, I thought you never met. What happened?
It's not important.
Perhaps. Do you have the package?
It's in here.
So?
What?
How do I know that's not a virus in there? What's your plan? Infect me so I land on Mars and wipe out the little of what's left of lesbians in the entire universe?
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
2 3-legged poodles met 4 dachshunds on the 7th moon of Venus.
Okay, the code is good. Hand it over.
May I ask one thing?
I meant what I said about the lemons.
It's not that. What's in the vial?
You don't know?
They said it's best if I don't.
Life on Mars.
I don't get it.
We know Earth is going to sever all ties with the colony. After this, we're on our own. I'm going to get into the vial with this technician hidden, and the technicians will set our autopilot course, and me in the future, this vial, will hibernate our way to Mars.
I know it's important, but what is it?
A penal colony? Lesbians? All women? Here on Earth, the lesbian gene has been eradicated. It's the end of the line for us. In another 50 years, when the last of us die off on Mars, lesbians will be completely gone from the universe.
Offspring.
Bingo!
You mean that's... Ew! The Garden of Eden on Mars.
With 37 different guys and no snake.
Department of Planetary Corrections, pod flight number 2762. Now boarding. Technicians are standing by.
That's us. Ma'am, time for you to go. I have to escort the fugitive to the pod bay.
Has it been 10 minutes already? Hey, reporter, let me ask you something. Why did you want this story?
Well, there was this one time in college, you know.
Has it been 10 minutes already?
I thought you wanted to go.
I do. Will you do me a favor, please?
Probably not.
It's my wife. Find her. Say goodbye for me. Tell her
I can't.
she's married to a man, lives in Japan, in a town called Kochi, has a kid. Can you find her? She's tall, auburn hair.
It's against protocol.
Do they remember? The ones who altered?
Sorry.
We met in Vermont. She worked at a B&B in the kitchen. I fell in love with her blueberry pancakes. Do you think it's true about the sunsets on Mars?
I'm no scientist.
Red every night, blood orange across the sky.
Our next show is called Mortal Dilemma by MJ Kirsche with Cambell Smith and Annie Miller. First, I wanted to say Caleb mentioned earlier today that it is his dad's birthday. So, if we could wish Jerry a happy birthday.
Love you, Jerry.
I also wanted to mention the donation box, although we mentioned it a little earlier. That will be going to Delta Psi Omega. They will be helping with a lot of the fundraising for the theater department. So, without further ado, enjoy the show.
A good chunk of my life has been dictated by the fact that I'm what they call a seer. Seers, where I'm from, are what some sources define as Individuals with the supernatural ability to predict the countdown of a human life. In simpler terms, I can see when other people are going to die. It's like every human has a timer, and it's not very voluntary, whether you can see it or not, you just know. This can be a hard thing to carry, at times, but in a morbid way, you get used to it. Like B.R. Ambedkar says, man is mortal, so in turn, men will die. Simple as that. It's technically possible for a seer to look into themselves and predict when they themselves will die. I've chosen not to do that, though. As miraculous as the ability is, seers aren't really kept a secret. It's not exactly forbidden to talk about, and can even be expectedly profitable. Some work in private practice. People pay them to know when they'll die, their enemies will die, loved ones. But I don't like to charge for straightforward predictions. I work a regular job at a hospital to assist in life expectancy research. They'll bring me to a sick patient. I let the doctors know how long they have to live, and they'll try and keep them along longer than my prediction. Never in history has a seer ever been wrong. It's semi-fulfilling work, but it gets tiring. Meeting people, learning their story, their illnesses, telling them how long they have to live, and watching them die. It's a weird cycle, my colleagues and I getting paid to make predictions and try and prove them wrong. There's no one more than me who hopes that someday I'll be wrong. I often think back to maybe the most impactful prediction I've ever made. I met a woman through an online dating site, and though we hadn't spoken for long, we decided to meet for dinner. Upon arriving at the restaurant, I could see that she had a mere 7 minutes to live.
Hi, Vasco?
Hi, Victoria?
Yes, hi, but call me V. Victoria feels so formal.
Got it. V. Great. Hi.
Is everything alright? You seem a little anxious.
No, yeah, totally fine. It's just, you just look so beautiful. I have nothing to say.
Aw, so sweet. Shall we sit down?
Yes, let's.
So online, it said you were doing... Is everything alright?
No, yeah, totally fine. What did you say?
You said you worked at the hospital? When we spoke online.
Right, the hospital, yes, I do.
You mentioned you're a doctor?
That was a lie. I'm not a doctor. Yes.
That's so interesting. You must have been in school for a while then, right?
Something like that. Did you say you teach?
Yes. Kindergarten. Which basically means I spent 4 years getting my teaching license and now I use it to teach shapes.
That's fun. Benefits the world.
Yeah. I suppose in the long run, sometimes it can be a bit of a headache, but it's worthwhile. The kids are great.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Knowing what I knew was tough, to say the least. Every person I'd ever met, I knew how much time they had. I told countless hospital patients they had days, hours, minutes. So why did this feel so different now? What changed?
Everything looks so good. I'm not sure what to get.
So many choices.
Vasco? You just seem distracted. Are you sure everything is alright?
I've never been in a situation where I was unsure whether to tell someone or not. They either wanted to know, or they didn't. Or it wasn't my business. But V, she had no idea. She didn't do anything wrong. She was innocent, healthy, young. Was I obligated to tell her? Do I have some moral duty? Some mortal duty to let her know? Yeah. Everything is fine.
Right. So, Vasco. Cool name. I like it.
It's Italian. My father's before mine.
So, Vasco the second?
Yeah. I suppose. But I want to know more about you. Teacher, well hydrated. What else?
Me? Huh? Not much to me. You know the basics, to be honest. Teacher, shape expert. Other than that, I mean, I love my family.
Me too.
My mom and siblings are about 10 minutes away, so it's never a hike to see them. My brother is still in high school, and sister. They're siblings, twins. Super funny kids.
What are their names?
Leo and Taylor, my little sidekicks. Ever since my dad died, they take care of my mom while I take care of things like groceries, laundry, that sort of thing. Not that she's too old to do it for herself, she's only in her 60s. I just like to do anything extra to help out.
That's very good of you.
Yeah.
Are you alright? You're coughing a good amount.
No. Yeah, my dad had a heart condition that made him do the same. My doctors are looking to say if I have it too, but I think it's just heartburn. Happens all the time.
All the time doesn't sound very good.
Don't worry, doctor man. I have an appointment soon. I'll be fine.
Oh, good. I'm sorry about your dad.
Don't be. If anything, I should be thanking your field for keeping him with us as long as you did.
Yeah. When did it happen?
A couple of years ago. It was really hard for the twins, so even though it was hard for me too, I mostly got through it by being with them. Helping, comforting. It was numbing for a bit, just telling everyone how okay it was. But I'm okay. Now, at least. But hey, I'll live. Anyway, on a lighter note, speaking of helping out, at my first job as a teacher at snack time, this one kid, James.
All right. I get it. I know. I get it. I've prescribed 1,000 deaths, maybe more. Never in my life has it felt like this, being faced with the shortest time imaginable for someone so innocent. Like, what am I supposed to do? Do I have some role, some part to play? I mean, do I tell her? Would that matter? Does anything I could possibly do even matter?
And I told him, James, sweetie, just because crayons and gummy worms are both long and colorful does not mean they're both edible. Not a fun call home. Can you imagine? Basca?
So many people. She cares about so many people. She has a career, kids to teach. She might have kids herself one day. Or might have. She doesn't even get the chance to decide. Would it even matter? She might have the chance to call her family, tell them she loves them, maybe even get them down in time to say goodbye. God, her family. But is that torture? Would the knowledge only make things worse? I mean, it's not preventable. She can't live. It's not like telling her would suddenly stop the clocks and... God, what I'd do for just a little more time. Even entertaining the idea that I could fix this. No. Seers are never wrong. They can't be wrong. She's going to die. So I might as well just sit here and watch because there's no putting a stop to that. But I can't just sit here. Do I have some role? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to give her more time or let her know it's running out? What am I supposed to do?
If there's something wrong, I want to help you. Will you let me help you?
She's innocent. She never did anything wrong. Why her? God! Why her? She's only ever helped people. She's only ever tried to make others happy. I know it's not my fault, and I know I don't even know her that well, but just... Why her? Why now? Why place me here to watch? I can't do anything. It's not like I can just say, hey, you're dying, and we'd be swooped off to safety. There's no chance that I'd be wrong. even if she did have a few more minutes or longer. Would telling her gain us time? If the danger is something physical that she can get away from, could she live? Even if it's never been proven, there still could be a chance to save her. But do I take it? And if I don't, what kind of person does that make me?
Hey, talk to me.
No. Even if I were to tell you, I'm sure that's already been accounted for, so you're just gonna die anyway, and nothing I'm even saying matters because it's not going to prevent anything. Right? Telling her would do nothing. It's helpless. I am completely helpless. My hands are tied. Man is mortal, men will die. Man is mortal, men will die! Sorry, everything's fine. Just got up on my mind, is all.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry,
V, are you sure you're alright? Should I call someone?
No, I'm okay, really. I just need to go to the bathroom to compose myself. Excuse me.
V went on to have a fatal heart attack in the bathroom. The autopsy said it was due to an underlying heart condition. I never saw her again, not even the body. When the police came, they interviewed me and her family, who were called and arrived shortly after. I told them just how much she praised them and cared for them. They thanked me. I don't know if it was just the fact that she died, but I couldn't stop thinking about her after that. Imagining how a relationship could have gone, getting to know her better, what kind of life she'd continue to have. Maybe if things had been different. I don't know why this one was so hard. Life and death isn't something we can control. It sometimes has no reason, no rhythm, or explanation. I guess I got used to feeling like I was in control, when in reality I could only ever see the outcome, not the reason for it. Since that day, I've never stopped wondering, did I make the wrong choice? If I had done something, would things be different? B.R. Ambedkar said, man is mortal, men will die. But he also said, nothing is more disgraceful for a brave man than to live devoid of self-respect. Like I said, in my work I've prescribed 1,000 deaths, maybe more. But never in my life have I tried to save a single one. Have I been doing things wrong? Have I been doing everything wrong?
On November 21st through the 23rd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m. Our theater department will be putting on the show No Exit by John Paul Stark. This will be in the black box, but due to the limited seating, we will have another opportunity December 5th through the 7th at 7 p.m. and December 7th at 2 p.m. You can get these tickets online or at the box office on Monday through Friday at 1 to 5 p.m. Well, clearly they're ready. So without further ado, let me welcome Floorboards to you by Cambell Smith with Jaden Murdoch, Cyrus Morris, and Sarah McKay. Enjoy.
I love my husband. He is a good man. I am a good wife. There is nothing I want more in this life than to have a nice, quiet, simple life with him. And that's what I have. I am satisfied with my life, with my husband. I am happy. I am happy.
Darling.
My love. How was the firm today?
Oh, you know how it goes.
Yes, of course.
What's for dinner?
I had the maid fix us some tomato soup.
Ah, splendid.
Yes, splendid. I missed you very much. It really is so quiet around here, isn't it?
That's nice, dear.
Yes, it is. Most of the time, I am alone. I wait for husband to come home. I sew, I read, I sometimes cook. I wait for him to return to me. I am happy. I am happy. I sometimes sew to pass the time. It is very entertaining. There are so many ways to enrich my life in my husband's house. I am not bored. But the other day, I was home, alone, as usual, and I thought I heard something. Something wrong. And I could be wrong. I most likely heard nothing at all. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. Sometimes I can get almost hysterical. But I have never once. I am always composed. I am calm. And yet, I doubt myself. Something has changed. Hello? Hello? Is there someone there? Could I interest you in some sewing? Hello? Hello?
Hello. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Good evening. It is nice to meet you.
Is it now? Who are you?
I am his wife. Who are you?
I'm not so sure anymore. I used to know. Used to know my name, my loves, my soul. Now, nothing.
That's not a very informative answer.
Well, I'm not in a very informative mood.
Excuse me?
I apologize. I did not mean to be so disrespectful.
While you are living under my floorboards, you will be polite and courteous. Do you understand?
Your floorboards.
Yes, my floorboards. My house.
A moment ago, you said it was his.
What?
You said his house, so his floorboards. When you think about it.
I did not mean to say that. It is our house. Our floorboards. Get out from under my floorboards!
What? What's the matter? You object? I'm ruining your perfect life? You said you were happy. You said you were thrilled. Which is it, girl? Your house or his? Happy or miserable?
I beg your pardon.
Beg, then.
I am happy. This is all I've ever wanted, and it's all I'll ever need. It's enough. I am content.
Of course. Of course you are.
My husband loves me.
Just you wait.
Go away. I don't wish to speak to you anymore. I don't know who you are, or how you got here, or how you're under my floorboards, but I want you gone. I'll send for the authorities if I have to. Just leave.
How long? How long does this love last? What happens when you're no longer enough? When you're no longer of use to him?
Stop it.
What happens when your skin starts to sag and your hair turns gray and your hands grow stiff and your womb goes dry and you're a pile of ash and you're all used up?
Go away, you horrid bitch! I'm content. My husband loves me. I am not hearing things. I'm happy. I'm content. My husband loves me. I am not hearing things. I am happy. I am content. My husband loves me. I am not hearing things. I am not hearing things. I am not hearing things. There's blood on the jacket.
Darling, is something the matter?
I'm bleeding.
What? No, you're not, silly.
Oh,
Are you sure you're all right?
yes. Well, if I am being honest, I've actually not been feeling well.
Glad to hear it, sweetie.
Wait, come back.
How long?
Oh, shut up.
I'm just trying to help you. I'm on your side.
You're not real. You're on no one's side.
I used to be on his side. Long time ago now. I loved him. So much. But he used me until I was too used up for him to love anymore.
You are lying.
Why would I lie? Do I look like I have anything to lose? Look at me, Clara. Look at me.
You know my name.
Yes. Do you?
What?
Do you know your name? Who are you without him?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I'll tell you what you are without him. You're what I'm not. You're alive. Get out!
My husband loves me. My husband loves me. I'm safe. I am safe. I need to speak to you about something.
What is it, dear?
What's my name?
What?
Do you know? Do you know my name?
I don't understand, sweetie.
Clara. My name is Clara. Did you know that? Why didn't I know that? What have you done to me? I sit here in this god-awful house all day, doing nothing, feeling nothing. But I don't even know my name, who I am. I don't know who I am anymore.
Now, honey, let's just calm down.
I am calm. I am calm. Did you know that I'm a person? A human person with wants and needs and desires and fears, and that I maybe, just possibly, need more in my life than this.
This is calm? This is calm to you?
Yes. Who is your wife?
You are. You are.
Before me. Who was your wife before me? Your first wife.
I don't understand.
You don't even know my name. Who is under our floorboards?
You've gone hysterical again, my love. You're seeing things, you're hearing things that aren't there, that aren't real. My silly wife. Do we need to go see Dr. Abrams again?
No. No. You cannot take me back to that place. No. I know what I saw.
No, you don't. You have an overact imagination, dear. You're being paranoid. You need to rest.
I don't need rest. I need answers. Tell me now. Tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I never had another wife, but I wish I had. I see now that you've always been prone to hysterics. You are weak. You're a poor choice and a bad investment.
Do it.
No.
Stitch him up. Fix him. Be a good girl, Clara.
Stop it.
Stop what? What are you talking about?
Who is she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sew him up. Take out his stuffing and make him new.
No.
Honey, listen to me.
Do it.
Please. No.
There's never been.
Stitch him up.
Stop it.
Nor will there ever be.
Stab him.
Please. Stop.
Another woman more important to me than you.
Kill him.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I cannot control you any longer. I see that now.
What do you mean?
You're delusional. You're outspoken and you're opinionated.
No, I'm not. I know what I saw. I know what I saw.
Someone has the duty to put you out of your misery before you hurt anyone else.
No. Stop it.
I'll do what I must.
No.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Come on.
Please, just tell me. Who is she?
Always loved her more than you. Oh, you're so much like her. You know that?
And here I am, under his floorboards.
There she is. Under his floorboards.
Please. Clara, please don't. Please, just forgive me. Please!
No!
Clara, I'm so proud of you. This was the right thing. A good thing. This was good. You are good.
I am happy.
Welcome back. Have we all been enjoying ourselves? So before our last show, I just wanted to remind you guys about the donation box. If anything helps. If you can't, we completely understand. I also hope we get to see you guys all again November 21st through the 23rd and December 5th through 7th. So are we ready for the last show? Now, let us welcome and sing Of the Crime by John Busser with Rose Engel, Troy Turnbull, and Ronnie Horn. Enjoy.
Alright, let's go through this again just so I know I've got this.
I've gone over this 4 times now.
5's my lucky number, Mr. Sumner. I just want to make sure I've got all the facts.
Look, I went to work at the club like I told you. I did my show in front of a full house.
And what kind of a show is this?
We do improv and sketch comedy.
Improv, that's where you make up funny jokes on the spot, right?
Not exactly. Improv is more than making up funny jokes. You get suggestions from the audience and come up with situations based on those suggestions. You never know what you're gonna get, so it's always different. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, but it's always different.
Okay, so you were doing your show.
Tony was out there along with me with the 5 other people in our group. I was the last one on stage. Tony having taken his bow, enough for the others. I always do a closing speech and thank the audience. I took my bow, walked off stage, and bam! There he was, lying there in a pool of blood with a broken stage door. I assumed it hit him. I immediately called you guys like I told you. Next thing I know, I'm the #1 suspect, and here we are. Why won't you believe me?
Because your story stinks like last night's fish, Eddie.
Detective Ray's right, Ed. Your story has a number of holes in it. You sure you don't want to change any details now before we start asking some really tough questions?
I'm telling you guys, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know who dropped that light on it, and I'm not changing my story.
All right, Mr. Sumner, have it your way. Charlie, can I have the bag, please?
Sure thing, Lieutenant.
What's that?
Why don't you tell me? You recognize this?
Yeah, it's a call bell. We use one in the show.
And what do you do with it?
Why does this matter?
I just want to know what you use it for.
Does this have anything to do with Tony's death?
Just answer the question, fish.
My name is Edward.
Until you start telling us something that doesn't seem, your name is Fish.
Fine. We use it during some of the improv games. The game's called Ding. Whenever a scene is going on, the person with the bell can ring the bell and change it to something else. People in the scene have to change it to something else until the bell person stops ringing it. It's one of the more popular, it's one of the more fast-paced, it's one of the more confusing, it's a fucking pain in my ass game. Jesus, that's annoying. And it doesn't figure that it's Tony's favorite game.
Really?
Yeah. I used to get pissed when he was the bell holder. He never stopped. None of us really liked that game. Eric, one of the founding members, wanted to get rid of that bell. Tom wanted to throw that bell off a cliff. Jess wanted to crush it into her car. Missy wanted to shove it up Tony's ass. I wanted to shove it up Tony's ass.
You guys really hated the bell, huh?
We sure did. Why are you so concerned about a bell? A bell didn't kill Tony.
I just want to make sure I've got this straight. So, I'd like to go over it again.
For God's sake.
This time, tell me the story in film noir style.
What?
You heard me. Film noir. Now, Eddie.
It was one of those nights. You could tell something was wrong from the start. The air had a strange air tinged with too much cigarette smoke and Red Bull. If I was smart, I'd have canceled the 8 p.m. show, sent everyone home with a promise to make it up to them. But you know what they say? The show must go on.
Continue in soap opera style.
Tony came into the dressing room. So, Tony, still angling to take over the spotlight from me?
What? What spotlight?
Control of the group, Tony. As if I didn't know. Jess told me of your blind ambitions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I want to take over on the whole thing.
You'll never wrest control of the group from me, Tony. I'll fight you if I have to.
I'll kick your ass, Eddie.
Continue as a biblical epic.
I'll smite thee, knucklehead!
I who uses the word knucklehead.
No, Lieutenant.
Thou art welcome to try, thou scabrous whore!
Wizard of Oz.
Put him on! Put him on!
I'll get you, Eddie! And you're a dog, too!
Slow motion action scene. French erotica. I just wanted to see where that went. It was a dead end.
Kind of.
Sure, Lieutenant. I thought I was getting somewhere. Sure, but I still think I should.
Hey, you didn't tell me you two got into a fist fight.
It was before the show, and we worked things out. You gotta believe me.
Okay, so you two worked things out, went on and did the show like nothing happened?
That's right. We even talked about going out afterwards like we did the night before.
Freeze! Freeze. Show me you and Tony going out the night before.
Hey, man. Great show tonight. You were really on fire.
Yeah, man, that was cool. You were pretty cool yourself, man. I liked it when you, told that joke.
Yes. And when we were playing that ninja trying to get unemployment, that was classic.
Thanks, man. So, you wanna go get laid or something?
Yes. Although, if you remember, you have a girlfriend, and I don't. So you just go home and talk with your girlfriend, okay?
Freeze! Show me Tony talking with his girlfriend.
Hey, Candace. I was great at the show tonight. You should have been there. Ed was pretty good too, I have to admit.
I'm sorry! I'm such a star!
She does not talk like that. And her breasts aren't that big.
Try here. I didn't know how she talk.
Fine. Just try to yes and me.
Yes, and you?
Yes. Whatever I say you agree with and then build off of. It's one of the basic principles of improv.
Lieutenant, what do I do?
Go with it. Let's see how this plays out. Now, you and Charlie, Tony and Candace are at home after the show. Tony just told her that not only was he great on stage, but Eddie was too.
Yeah, babe. He was pretty good out there. I was better, of course.
Yes! And let's go to bed now, right?
No, man, they don't go to bed, they talk.
Hey, aren't you supposed to agree with whatever I say, basics of improv and all that?
Fine. Sure thing, babe. We can talk in bed, okay?
Yes, and maybe more stuff later, right?
Yes. Later, though. Right now, we talk. Oh,
Charlie, don't get involved with the suspect.
This is all line of duty stuff, I swear, Lieutenant!
So, Eddie, how exactly do you know what Tony and Candace talked about?
well, she kind of told me about it.
Candace told you about it?
Yeah.
When do we make love, sweetie? I'm following your hunch, Lieutenant!
Why would Candace tell you?
She said it in passing. She said it by accident. She kind of likes me. Damn it.
So, you and Candace had a little thing on the side, huh?
Looks like a big thing to me.
Let him go and get off his lap right now! Stay on the side or something! Hey, you didn't think a little thing like the deceased girlfriend having a crush on you was important to tell me?
I'm not. I mean, I didn't think to.
Did Tony have any inkling of this?
No. I don't think so. Yes! That's what really started the fight?
So, did you kill him? Arrange for the light to hit him? Come on, admit it.
No, I didn't.
Don't make me use this, Eddie.
I swear, Detective, I didn't kill him or even try to kill him. He was my friend. It must have been one of the others. It must have been Candace.
Continue in soap opera.
Yes, Candace. It was you. You tried to set me up for Tony's murder.
Do you know why, Eddie?
No! Yes! Because she hated him with a burning passion.
Enough to drop a stage light on him?
I don't know! Yes, yes! And since everyone saw us fighting, I would naturally be the prime suspect. I can't believe what a cold-hearted witch she was.
Hey! How could you?
You betrayed me, Candace. And I'll see you get the chair.
We don't do the chair in this scene, Eddie. We don't do lethal injection, Eddie. We don't do the death penalty, Eddie. I'll have a talk with the judge.
Thanks, Detective. So, now do you believe me?
I think we've got everything we need. Once we have Candace picked up and we get her to confess, I think it's safe to say you'll be off the hook. You'll be back on stage in no time.
Hey, pal. No hard feelings. Just doing my job.
Sure thing. Oh!
And scene!
to go upstairs.